Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You Gator. Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Trouble.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones, looking deep for Julio, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They give him a gain of 37.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Throwing, Jones. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler, Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
X3, 218, chopper.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check, check. Break down, break down. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
6-6, pull it high.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. 3rd down here.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
You gonna see me and your
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right there in the middle, 55. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check your hot read. Hug.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my hug. Nickel.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hug. Check. Lucky. Hug.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But they didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check 31. Hey, alert.
And now it's Rosen looking. His throw incomplete. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Monday.
Play action here with Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Number 53, Mike 53. Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill. Hey, turn it. Quarter. Check. Alert. Alert 3. Joker. Check 80.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, San Francisco.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Watch out. Kill.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's get some penetration here.
Now Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, 49ers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
First down carry for Barkley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
I got it. Squeeze. Go. Ready.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Rock it.
Jones on third down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, Took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hold the look. Hold.
Here's Rosen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
60 or. Mike. Oh, you got deep?
On 1st down, Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Got it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, high 7. Hurry. Let me know right now. You better.
Now Jones going to throw again. This one into the hands of Hurd. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set. 70. Indy. Hey, lock it. Check 13. Check. Cross. Roll out. Snap.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Saquon Barkley. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. he's got it, and it's 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight right. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, check right.
Now it's Rosen. And he'll find Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 55.
Now Rosen. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check 24.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Echo.
To throw is Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Greystone, travel.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Door.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On the ready.
52's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Fair.
Tighten up. Watch the edge. Share.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Rosen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, alert.
Here's Rosen to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rosen looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Switch. Whip.
Rosen will throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's going to be a long day. Smooth. Check 55 to Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Nixon will try the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
61, ready?
They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
We go! 60 Pittsburgh. Now!
I got motion there. Me. I got this.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shift.
On 1st down, Barkley. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch right, watch right. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll go to Barkley again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53, 80. Pick it up.
Now Joe Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
2nd and 5. And his throw is incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, quarter. I'm about to take you to school. Hey, exit. 53, Mike. Hey, check. Hey. 80. 24.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. Leo.
Saquon Barkley running right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Rock it.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Brown with his stick skills. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Set. 60 or.
You're not ready. 36.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Barkley. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, buddy.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
SOS, 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 SOS. Monday.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shit.
Middle.
Shit.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Hey, alert.
Mike, 53.
Go.
Mike.
2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
53 to Mike. 53.
Hey, Steve 6.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
At the 47-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Alert.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 4. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Take 4, take 4. Hug.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Alert. Hug.
Watch the slant. Motion. Let's go.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now is Rosen. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Monday. 53's the money. 53.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Hey, check 24. Check 24.
stepping up. He's going to keep it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Complete to Jones. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Jones now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get that quarterback.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Go now. 18 Gator. Hard. Five.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
We go. 10-2 stop.
Hey, next scout.
Repeat grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Look at me. Go.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And the 49er 1st down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them